Hello everyone, Lyman Montgomery with GetFocusedToday.com, bringing you another focused moment. Have you asked yourself this question? I'm going to a meeting. I don't know why I'm going to this meeting. Will I be productive in this meeting? Or should I even attend this meeting? If you're like most people, that you go to a meeting and you just feel exhausted being there and even frustrated when you leave because, number one, it was unproductive. Number two, you had a sense of uselessness because are we meeting just for the sake of meeting? No real sense of purpose, no direction, and almost as if you're just simply spinning your wheels. Well, I've been there. I've even sat in meetings and asked myself this. I wonder what they were thinking. This is exactly the same information we went over last time we met. And now we're just simply rehashing the same sterile information from previous meeting. Well, if that's you, then I have a tool especially for you. It is our newest product launch. I am so excited about this, and you can get it for free. All you have to do is simply give us your name and email address so we'll know where to send it to. I promise you we won't sell your information. We just simply want to get this tool into your hand. Well, what is the tool? I'm glad you asked. It is our brand new Get Focused Turbo Priority Planning System. Let me share with you briefly how this tool works. Turbo is an acronym, and the T stands for time-stamped task. Rather than putting together a to-do list where you just write down everything and it doesn't have any order, oh, I need to go shopping, I need to wash the car, I need to pay bills. There's no order to it. There are no due dates. What you need to do to be successful and to help you be more productive is put a timestamp on it. So the first thing you want to do to increase your productivity by at least 45%, yes, by 45% when it comes to completing tasks, is simply put a due date next to it. In other words, when you commit psychologically to putting a due date, or I will get this accomplished by, I will complete this by, it does something to your mind. You commit to doing it. And then the second part of that is most important, and that is the underlying reason or reasons for doing it. Whenever I put together a task list of things I have to do, whether it's meetings, webinars, seminars, a speech, I begin by asking myself, okay, I've written down my tasks. I know what I should be doing. Now the question becomes, Lyman, why are you doing it? What's the underlying purpose for doing it? If I cannot justify why I'm doing it, then chances are I won't do it. Now, let me say this. When it comes to writing down the tasks, color code. I know some people are visual learners, some are auditory, some are kinetic learning. You have to write it down. And I use a simple color code. I use red for critical or must. These are things such as bills that must be paid, meetings that I have to attend. Yes, I know we don't like meetings, but there are some meetings that we have to attend. If I'm calling a meeting, I can control that it's going to be productive. And so then I have what are called green. These are things that I should do. It's like exercise, eating right. They could become red because if I don't take care of myself, then the things I put off could become critical or a must do. And then the things that sort of like out there, I get to it when I get to it. It's not critical. It's not something necessarily that I should be doing. It's what I would like to get done. I make it simply yellow. So if it's the things I must get done, I use a red highlighter or underscore or circle it with a red pen. If it's something that I should get done, but it can wait, maybe it's 2 or 3 weeks out, then I simply underscore or use a green highlighter or marker to circle it, or a pen. And if it's something that's kind of way out there, I just use a regular yellow highlighter. And that way I have a visual coding system of knowing I got to take care of all the red things. Then I can move to the green things, and then the yellow things, I can get to it when I get to it. And then that leads me to the R. Do I have the resources? And resources can be categorized into three areas. Do I have the time, the talent, and the treasure? In other words, do I have the time? Can I commit a certain amount of time in my schedule to work on this task? Do I have the talent, the skills, the ability to get it done? Or do I need to collaborate with someone else? Or as my good friend Mark Anthony Garrett once told me, Lyman, focus on what you do best, outsource the rest. And once I understand that I have the resources, then I bundle tasks into projects. Now let me explain the difference between a project and a task. To me, a task is something that you can get done, within 1 to 3 steps. Let me say it again. A task is something that you can get done within 1 to 3 steps, action steps. Whereas a project are 4 or more. If it's like, for example, putting together a workshop. Well, that's not a task, that's a project. It has a lot of parts, a lot of small tasks, and I will bundle those tasks by some order, similar to a recipe. If you're making cookies, I remember when I was a child and I asked my mom the best way to make cookies. She said, well, you put all the dry ingredients in one bowl and all of the wet ingredients in another bowl, and then you mix it together. Leads to the most important step in all of this. You must ask yourself the most important question. What is the outcome? And do I have a system to measure the outcome? It's what I call outcome measures or a metric. That could be a due date. It could be something as simple as completed, not completed, a yes or no. Give you an example. Did I return so-and-so's phone call when I said I was going to return his phone call? Simple yes, no. If for some reason it's not completed, then I would ask myself 2 follow-up questions. Number 1, what happened? What type of interruption or distraction caused me not to get it done? And the second question is, what have I learned from this? This is Lyman Montgomery with GetFocusToday.com, having a focus moment with you.